I'm Pastor Jake. We're in the prophet series, and we're talking about judges. Now, these judges, they were prophets because they were used by God in certain ways, some more than others. Like the next four we're going to talk about is Abdon, Elon, and Abdon, and Samson. Now, the first three, there's not much about them. They just said they ruled for a few years, had kids, that kind of thing. But the last one was Samson. Now, Samson, his little story goes like this. His mother was barren. She prayed to God that she would give this child to God. He'd be a Nazarene. In other words, he wouldn't have his hair cut. He would not touch anything dead. He was strictly for God and God alone. And he started out that way. God blessed her. She had Samson. She dedicated him to God. And he started living for God. But then things changed. Samson became more of a womanizer. He was very lustful. If you look at that part of his life, you see that he did a lot of things that wasn't right. That he wasn't doing things right. He married women that God told him not to marry. He did things he shouldn't have done. But it's the last thing that gets him is that, you know, there's a whole thing with Delilah and everything, which was bad. But the last thing where he decides that he's blind because he had been betrayed by Delilah. They put out his eyes. He was in the courts of the kings of the Philistines, and they were making fun of him, and he pushed the pillar, and everybody kind of knows this little story. But the thing I get from all these judges, is how they finish. They might start out good, and just like myself, you know, I've done stuff in the beginning of my life it was good, and then I seen stuff that wasn't good, and now where I'm at now, it's about how you finish. It's not how you start sometimes. It's not how you in the middle of it. It's how you finish with God. Samson, he had done a lot of bad things, but at the end of it, he did as God used him for. He used all his power to destroy the Philistines. And that's what God put him as a judge for, is to help those times when the Israelites were doing bad. And just like I said, in all these judges, it's about the finishing. It's not always about the start, not about the middle, but how you